Hello everybody, Nathaniel from RCInsight here, and in today's video I am going to be ranking one of my favorite collections of sets that LEGO has come out with recently. That is the LEGO Botanical Collection. It's also a sub-theme of LEGO Icons, and there are 10 official Botanical Collection sets at this point in time, and so I am only going to be ranking those 10 officially branded botanical sets. There are other floral oriented sets that LEGO has. I may do another video in the future ranking all of them, but for this video we are sticking to the botanical collection only, which means those creator sets like the roses or the cherry blossoms, those are not included on this list. What is included, however, is the one odd one out, which was the daffodils, which was for some reason different than like the lotus flowers, the roses, all those other creator ones. And it got Botanical Collection branding, even though I'm also pretty sure it's now been rebranded to just creator. Who knows? Anyway, those are on the list. And of course, as with any ranking video, this is just my own personal opinion. So I'd love to know what your guys' rankings are in the comments down below. Which are your favorite Botanical Collection sets? Let's not waste any more time with this though and just jump straight into the ranking. And coming in at number 10, no surprise, is the daffodils. With 216 pieces and retailing for $14 in the United States, they are clearly the odd ones out among the officially branded Botanical Collection sets. Not a bad set by any means. I actually really like the daffodils. They look good. They're just small. They're like all the creator ones, except they got Botanical Collection branding. And so, not that it's a poor quality set at all. It's just, there's just a lot less to it. It's by far the most simplistic of the Botanical Collection sets. And so it's number 10. Coming in at number 9 is one of the newest additions to the Botanical Collection, the tiny plants. With 758 pieces and retailing for $50 in the United States, it is yet again a good deal like we have come to expect from the Botanical Collection. However, for me personally, this set just gets overpowered by the pots. I mean, when you look at the pots here, they just seem to dominate. There's some cool flower designs. There's lots of things I really like, but the pots seem like the focal point and the flowers seem like an afterthought. They seem small and, it seems to me like certain types of flowers that we've gotten in this set could have dictated their own set in its entirety. So there's just a whole level of detail that is also sacrificed by the way they've chosen to do the set. So yes, it's really cool, and there's still a lot packed into it, but it doesn't feel like it fits with the rest of the botanicals in that sense. It feels like it's in a different scale and a different level of detail. And so while cool, I just don't think it complements the rest of the collection as well as I would like. Coming in at number 8, one of the ones that kicked the Botanical Collection off, I have the original flower bouquet. With 756 pieces and retailing for $60 in the United States, this ends up being actually one of the pricier LEGO Botanical sets, both in just retail value and also price to piece ratio. Now, I appreciate this set for what it is and the fact that it started off this botanical trend, because I feel like without its success, we would not have seen more follow-up sets. However, I would say since the flower bouquet's launch, we have gotten multiple other bouquets like the wildflower bouquet and the bouquet of roses, which are just better. Better colors, better flower choices, better designs. It's not a bad set by any means here, but when you compare it to the newer ones, I think they've just honed it in a little bit more and they've refined the botanical craft. And so that's why this one is a little lower down on the list. Coming in at number 7 is the Bird of Paradise. With 1,173 pieces and retailing for $100 in the United States, this one is a bit of a departure from the mainstay botanical formula. And I think there's a reason that we've only had one set in this scale. Bigger and more expensive, LEGO has not gone back to this size since, and I think it's simply just a little bit over the price range of what people are willing to pay. The nice thing about the botanicals is that they seem to hover between $50 and $70 in the United States, $60 and $80 in Canada, which is a really nice window that feels affordable, gives you highly detailed sets that are great display pieces without breaking the bank. The Bird of Paradise appears to be just a step beyond that, and so while it's a really nice build, it looks really good, I think people just found it hard to justify the higher price and the larger size. I also think looks can be deceiving, and this is a set that doesn't look like it has 1,000 plus pieces packed into it. In my opinion, too much of this piece count is spent on the pot, especially because the flower itself and the leaves consist of really just a few really large pieces. So again, the actual flower build itself doesn't feel like it has that much substance to it. Yes, it's a cool display piece. Yes, I still think it looks really good, but those flaws and that higher price point do hold it back. Coming in at number 6, we have the dried flower centerpiece. This set has 812 pieces and retails for $50 in the United States, making it one of the best botanical deals there is out there. On top of that, it has the added perk of being able to string 3 together to make like a table wreath style display. And so that flexibility and the ability to combine multiple sets into an even bigger set is really cool. I also just really like the arrangement here. I think it's very well executed. It's like if you were to take the flower bouquet idea, but instead of putting it in a bouquet, well, yes, it's a display, it's a table display. I think that works really, really well. However, unlike some of the other sets on this list that have grown on me over time, this one has sort of waned a little bit. I think as nice as it is, I think as great of a value as it is, and I think as cool of a build as it is, at the end of the day, the dried flowers just kind of feel dead. And one of the things that I like about the botanical collection is how bright and colorful and lively they are. And so I think that's just lost a little bit here. Very much gives you fall vibes, which is okay as like a seasonal set. But after having had it on display for a long time, it just doesn't pop in the way some of the other botanical collections do. And so I understand that's the nature of the set that they chose to make, being a dried flower centerpiece. But unfortunately, I think that also hurts this one a little bit. Now, I really like all of the botanical sets, but this is where I really start to love the botanical sets. Coming in at number 5, we have the succulents. With 771 pieces for $50, you get 9 little succulents in cute little boxes, and they can be displayed together, separately, individuals as 1, groups of 3. However you want to organize this, there's just a ton of flexibility with this display piece. This is like the tiny plant set, but executed so much better. You get a whole lot of variety with a whole bunch of different flowers that are really great flower builds, but the scale makes a whole lot more sense. And in this case, the pots are not overpowering and dominant, but rather fade into the back and let the succulents take center stage. And well, the succulents do a great job at that. I mean, even just look at the cactus and the size of the cactus in the succulents build compared to the size of the cactus in the tiny plants. Not only is the succulent one bigger, it's just better. It looks better. This whole display is crafted in a fantastic way, and that flexibility to kind of mess around with and configure the arrangement only bumps this up in my books. The succulents are a fantastic set, and they are a great display piece. Coming in at number 4, the newest botanical in the collection, it's the bouquet of roses. With 822 pieces and $60, it is yet another great price set. And while the roses themselves aren't new, in fact, we had a Creator Roses set, this bouquet of roses takes that one rose design that we've seen and it adds 2 new ones as well. The little white flower accents here also look amazing. And, you know, maybe it's just my bias because red is my favorite color. It might not be the most interesting LEGO botanical set. In fact, it most certainly isn't. But as a display piece, it just looks really, really good. And for me, that's enough to do it. Yes, there's a lot of similar builds here. Yes, it's a lot of similar colors, but the end product is excellent, and it's a very, very convincing bouquet of roses. It's adorable. It's romantic if you want it to be. I just really, really like this set, and to me, this epitomizes everything that the Botanical Collection should be and everything I want from the Botanical Collection. Not every single build has to be unique for it to come together to create a really nice set. At number 3, we have the Wildflower Bouquet. With 939 pieces and coming in at only 60 USD, the value of this is up there with that of the dried flower centerpiece. In fact, this is the only other set that kind of approaches the scale of the Birds of Paradise, at least in piece count, yet at the same time, it maintains that much lower price point. On top of having great value, like I said, it's like that original flower bouquet, but just better in every single way. better flower selection, more bright and colorful, multiple ways to display the set, all of that flexibility, that customization, and just the bright, vibrant colors we get here make this an incredible set. It's one that I haven't yet built, but I am so excited to because it looks amazing. I have seen it built and on display. This is hands down one of the best botanicals. I absolutely love it. Coming in at number 2 is another one of the original botanicals and the first of the botanical collection that I ever purchased. That is the bonsai tree. With 878 pieces and only $50, again, the value here is incredible. It's also arguably one of the most unique from the botanical collection in that it's really the only one that isn't flower oriented. It was a part of the launch of the botanical collection, and since then we've only really gotten flowers, and we haven't got other types of small plants like this. The bonsai tree just looks amazing for what it is. The tree build itself looks really good, but also the display that it comes in, like the little base, the pot that it has, and even the wooden platform that it sits on, it all works really well. When you add in the fact that you have the option of either the pink cherry blossom leaves or the regular green leaves, and don't forget the pink is like just a bazillion frogs. I mean, this, how can you go wrong? The frogs elevate the set, no question, but I do think that the cherry blossom color for the bonsai tree looks immaculate, and it's my preferred way to display it. And again, the flexibility plus the great price plus the great display piece is why these sets at the top stand out so much. Finally, at number 1, we have the orchids. Now, coming with 608 pieces and retailing for $50 in the United States, this is actually one of the weaker price points for a botanical set. On top of that, it doesn't have that aforementioned customization that I really love about some of these botanical sets. Despite that, it makes up for it being just an excellent display piece. I was blown away when I built this. I think it looks so good. I think it looks so realistic. The pot design is amazing. The flowers look fantastic. Everything about this set is so well done. It was a unique and engaging build process that still felt varied enough throughout. And yeah, I think that display wins out at the end of the day. This is an incredible display piece. It is my favorite of the botanical collections. I think it looks the best of them all. It's maybe not quite as great a deal as some of the rest, but they're all a great deal. This one just stands out above the rest for me. I don't know why, but that is how it is. So that is my ranking of the LEGO Botanical Collection. Let me know what you guys think about these sets in the comments down below. What is your ranking? If you guys like this video, please leave a like. It's a great way for you to show your support. Subscribe for more content like this. I do LEGO news videos, reviews, rankings, all sorts of stuff on my channel. So if that interests you, do go check it out and subscribe so you don't miss my LEGO videos when they come out. And with all that said, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and I will see you all in the next one.